Have you always wanted to play the piano but thought it would be way too difficult to learn? I've got great news. A new method called the Piano by Pictures method makes it easier than ever. What is Piano by Pictures? It's just how it sounds. You use our simple picture notation and you look at these pictures and you're actually able to play songs without learning how to read sheet music, without expensive piano lessons, and without beating your head against the wall for years. You're able to sit down and play your favorite songs right now. Today I kind of wanted to do something real quick first to get you ready. In this song, Come Follow Me, there is some tricky chords and I wanted to show you exactly what they look like and what they are. So if you check out this top part over here where it says key of C, and you'll see that there's 7 notes outlined, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and it's all of the white notes on the piano. Okay, C, D, E, F. So if you find your middle C, if you've never done this before, you find the writing or the very middle of your piano. You look for the two notes, two black notes, and then you look directly to the left of those two black notes and you should find middle C, and that is exactly what that looks like. So the key of C has no black notes, but if we check out these chords here, so look to the left of your screen, you'll see that most of these chords, the chord of C, so you can find the chord of C by looking for middle C, and then with your 5, 3, and 1 finger playing C, E, and G, and you'll find the C chord. And it's all white notes, you'll notice. There's no black notes in there. And if you look at the F chord, it is the same. It is all white notes. Okay. Now let's take a look at the A major chord. Okay, the A major chord actually has a black note in the middle. Okay, it has what we call a sharp. So we call this a sharp because it's raised. We find middle C, or not middle C, but the C, and it's 1/2 step higher. So let me explain half steps for a second. Okay, so a half step basically means whatever the next note up or down on the piano is. So if we started on C and went to D, you'll notice there's actually this note in the middle of them. So this is a half step because that's the exact note directly above it, okay? And this is a half step, okay? This is a half step, this is a half step, and that's important for one reason. If we take a look at the key of C, there is 4 half steps in between the first 2 notes of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but if we play all the white notes and we start on A, there's only 1, 2, 3 half steps, and that's what we would call a minor chord. So in this instance, in Come Follow Me, we actually need an A major chord. Okay? So all these chords are written in the bottom. If you don't care so much about the theory, that is fine. As long as you make sure that even though I've outlined that it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, all white notes for this key, that there's actually several examples in the song where you have to play black notes in the chords. And let's look at to the right of the screen where the song For the So Long Can We Be One. There's actually a lot of chords with a black note in the middle in this. So this is normally C major. Now let me just tell you the difference between a major and a minor is that you take the middle note of whatever it is and you drop it by a half step. Now it doesn't matter if the note is black or white. It can be black or white, it really doesn't matter. It's just a half step lower. Okay, so if this is A major and the middle note is black, the way we'd make this an A minor is by dropping this note a half step. And as you play more of my programs, if you already have, you'll notice that the A minor is A, C, and E, and A major would be A, C sharp, and E. Okay, so going back now to the difference between C major and C minor. You'll see that there's that C dash right under 4 thus alone. Those dashes always mean that we're going to play in minor chords. So practice finding a C minor chord, okay? And then after you found that, the next one in this is a G minor chord. So you can practice finding a G minor chord. And that is what that looks like, okay? G minor chord. So this is a G major, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 half steps in between those. And the way we make it a minor is just by dropping this note by a half step, okay? And then the last example in this, the D major chord. So actually, when all three notes are white and we start on D, this is a minor chord. 1, 2, 3 half steps. So we make it a D major chord by raising that. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 half steps. Okay, and again, all these pictures are written there. So if you're like, oh, you're confusing me with these half steps and whole steps, you don't really have to worry about it. But you do have to practice. You do have to look at the pictures and make sure that you don't just see C and play C major chord, because that would sound like for the sum can we be one with God. You know, then that doesn't really sound good. That's not right. It's not correct. I just saw my dog walking through there. He always or she always comes. So okay. Anyway. I'm excited to share the full lesson of Come Follow Me with you in a few days. Make sure you watch your email. I'm going to send it to you this Friday. And until then, practice your chords. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so that you can catch more tips and tricks from me and other members of the Piano by Pictures team.